Shalom Akim, YAHAWASHI, Barakatham, double honors and salutations to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect doing the work of YAHAWASHI in sincerity and in truth. I got a couple of precepts just to go over because I know it's still the period of the Passover, because I know brothers are catching hell, looking forward to salvation from YAHAWASHI in the very near future. So I have right here Isaiah chapter 51 verse 14. I'm going to read all the way down to 17. So the captive exile hastened that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I am the Lord YAHAWASHI that divided the sea, whose waves roared. YAHAWASHI of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake and stand, awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of YAHAWASHI the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dredges there, drunken the dredges of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. So you're still in that phase. We're still gonna catch this hell. It's just a purification. Brother's mind, man. It's just like going to the gym. Just lifting weights. Exercising gets your body conditioned. For the next phase. Could be walking for about 4 miles a day. It could be jogging, it could be swimming, but that's besides the point. But the main thing is that, you got the man of the Lord catching all kinds of, hell, looking forward to salvation, patiently waiting, learning to bite their tongue under duress, so until, YAHAWASHI gives them that opportunity to speak, and let loose, and speak the truth to power. So it's an important thing to look forward to, man, because I know it's not a easy thing to stay, as a slave. Yeah, you just gotta learn, humility, man. It's not just something you gotta get yourself out of. It's YAHAWASHI is gonna get you out of it. Yeah, you don't have the power, the resources, to get yourself out. You need someone that's of a greater authority than you are to come deliver you. That's why Yahweh sent his son YAHAWASHI, to bear the sins of Israel. For those who are familiar with Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. I'm just going to bring it out, just a refresher, because I know it's not all the time brothers go through these precepts. I get a chance to. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name YAHAWASHI, for he shall save his people from their sins. So by the time, the men of the Lord are saved from their sins, that's salvation right there. All right, so let me go back to Isaiah chapter 51 verse 14. See if I could read it in Hebrew. Yeah, it's good to practice once in a while, but I won't say once in a while, I'll say all the time. So you have this in the Hebrew. So that's Mahar Tazaiha Laha Patak Wala'a Yamwath. That's Yamawath. Yeah, Yamawath. Yamawath. La Shakat. Wala Ya Kasar. La Kamar. La Kamar. So the captive exile hastened that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. Read it one more time. Mahar Tazaiha Laha Pathak Wala'a Yamawath La Shakat Wala'a Ya Kasar Lachamwa. So you have the exile that's exile Tazaiha. Mahar, that's hastenet. Patak, that's loose. Mawat, that's debt. Then the pit is shakat. Laham, bread. Fil is kasar. So Mahar, Tazaiha, Laha, Patak, Wala'a, that's a nut. Okay. Yamawat. Not he die, alright. Wala'a and not. Yeah, that's he. Mawat is die. And not he die, or and not he died, dies. Okay, and that's next one is La Shakat Wala'a Ya Kasar La Kamwa. So La Kamwa, that's his bread. Alright. Alright. The Zihar. There, right there is okay, the Wanderer. Because remember the curse is Jake, being scattered across to the four corners of the earth. And then you also have the curse of saying, that you're not gonna have no rest. There's gonna be no rest for the sole of thy feet. Going from one spot to another. So alright, so you have to imprison or conquer, to lie down, alright, to cause to wander, captive exile, traveling. So basically the nation of Israel became vagabonds. That's a serious curse, to be a vagabond, man. Alright, so I'll go back and let me go to the next precept. So we'll go to Psalms chapter 59. Verse 2 says, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men, Yeah, just got this, precept from the brother Managan, because you're living in Babylon, you gotta know what to expect, man. It's not a time that you're gonna be caught off guard, because at any moment in time, these cycles, could start acting out. In fact, they're always acting out, so you shouldn't be surprised, man. I see it all the time, so there's no way you can get through to them. Or the best thing you could do is just, stay in the spirit, meditate upon the scriptures of YAHAWASHI. So, I'm just going to read verse 1 and 2. I'll read all the way to 3. Psalms 59, to the chief musician, Altishit, Miktam of David, when Saul sent and they watched the house to kill him. Deliver me from my enemies, O my power. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. For the lion wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, not for my sin. O YAHAWASHI. Alright, so I'm just gonna come back to that later. I believe the whole of Psalm 59. I'll do it in the Hebrew. The one Rathaza. So Psalm 59 verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. So you have Ha Tazaya Lanaya. Ha Tazaya Lanaya. Ha Tazaya Lanaya. You just gotta, get your mind prepared, to pronounce these words. Yeah, so that's Ha Tazaya Lanaya. Ma Pa'ila. Ma Pa'ila. Yeah. Ma Pa'ila. Ma Pa'ila. Awan. Wama Anashya. Wama Anashya. Damyam. Hawashai Naya. Hawashaya Naya. Hawashai Ya Naya. Alright, that's Hawashai Ya Naya. Alright. So you just gotta do this as often as you can. Because your body, your mind is gonna it's gonna conform to doing the Hebrew. You just gotta make sure you put in the necessary time to know the basics. Alright, so you have Katazaya Lanaya. Ha Tazaya Lanaya. Mapa'ilaya. 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 Awan. Wama Ash. Wama Anashya. Wama Anashya. Wama Anashya. Alright. Yeah, so just gotta, read it over and over till it sinks in. Wama Anashya. Damyam. Hawashaya Naya. Hawashai Naya. Hawashaya Naya. Hawashaya Naya. Alright, so just gotta do it over and over. Okay, just make sure I didn't miss anything. So this says, deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. So it's easy to just pick out words that stick proper. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way. Let me see, find something better. Well, all the scriptures are on point, so I'll go to Luke, the book of Luke, the 4th chapter. Yeah, because doing this work requires that you don't lose focus, man. You have a responsibility to take care of. And just like YAHAWASHI had to go through the difficult times, not having a place to lay his head, you're going to experience, something like that. All right, so this is, a couple of precepts. This is Luke chapter 4, verse 14. And YAHAWASHI returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee, and there went out the fame of him through all the region round about. And he taught in their synagogues, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, as his custom was. He went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day, and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he had anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He had sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. So, the YAHAWASHI's main goal was to, make sure Jake didn't stay captive, man. Israel didn't stay captive, forever. Or they read Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. So deliver the nation of Israel from their sin, the hopeful elect. And then, see categories, man, of Jakes. You have the poor, you have the brokenhearted, you have the captives, you have the blind, you have the ones that are bruised, So that's basically, a brief categorization of the nation of Israel, man. So, to be in a position to minister, it's no joke. It's a very, very, serious calling, because making Jake realize that there's a better way out of the hellhole they're in. It's going to cause a lot of trouble, for the oppressor, the Edomites, man. The Moabites, the Hamites, the Ishmaelites, Japhet, Moabites, who else? Ammonites, you name it, man. It's going to cause a lot of problems for this heathen, man. Most, notably the Edomites, man, because he understands, these Edomites understand that the rulership is coming to an end, and they know that they feel threatened by the uprising of, of the elect, the return of YAHAWASHI in his glory. Because, turning the enemy's plans upside down, it's a strange, it's a strange thing to imagine. But it's gonna happen, when that time that the Most High is gonna start to break, this Edomite system apart. And it's already doing it, but you're gonna see it more often. Yeah, because this Edomites are losing sleep. Man, over Drake's waking up, man. They could barely, maintain their focus. Yeah, the Most High is just tearing them apart, left and right. Yeah, you could see the spirit of depression on these Edomites, man. Yeah, I mean, you could see it, man. I'm like, yeah, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelite foreigners spread out across the four corners of the earth, that they're gonna get delivered. Salvation is on the way for them. It's a bitter pill for them to swallow. Yeah, because they understand that well, that they know they're the Edomites now. Because the men of the Lord have been pushing out that vibration of the truth, to get his people aware of what they are according to the scriptures, according to what the Most High made them to be. So this is John the 8th chapter. I'll start at verse 30. As he spake these words, many believed in him. Then said YAHAWASHI to those Jews which believed in him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Then they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? YAHAWASHI answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is a servant of sin, and the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth forever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. So, we're still in the flesh. We're going through that phase of repentance. Brothers are improving, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. And brothers are, walking towards that mark, they're being purified, one stage after the other. Yeah, that's what catching hell is all about. It's a purification process. Because as soon as all hell breaks loose, your mind is already ready. You're not acting all hysterical, bugging out, seeing babies, passing out, babies giving up the ghost, all kinds of brutal attacks, it's a breakdown society, lack of regard for authority, because it's going to be a dangerous situation, man. Yeah, for folks that are not prepared. Even for the men of the Lord, you still got to go through the hell, but at the end of the day, your confidence is in YAHAWASHI, and to be free, it requires, commitment, to walk towards our freedom. It's not just a one-way thing. YAHAWASHI has done his part, so it's up for brothers to do their own part too, to make sure they put in the effort, to be counted worthy to receive salvation. So I'm going to go over to Isaiah chapter 37, verse 32. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to understand these precepts. There's a sweet part of it, but the bitter part is, what it's going to take to retain it, and when you're under pressure, people are going to put a spotlight on you, how you gonna, step forward, So this is Isaiah chapter 37, verse 32. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion, the zeal of YAHAWASHI shall of hosts shall do this. So, to escape, man, it's not going to be by the power of the hand, but by YAHAWASHI sending Yahushua and the angels and his angels to deliver you. You can't, be stocking up on, rations, ammo, weapons, and all that stuff, first aid kit. That helps, but that's not really going to be the main focus. It's, having faith in YAHAWASHI that he will deliver you, from the six, well, I won't say the six troubles, I'll say the seven troubles. Yeah, the seven Trump, that's what we're looking forward to. Because World War III already started, and the war, it's on, so on all types of levels, man. The ones that made the headlines, the ones that did not make the headlines, but you could feel it, man. You could feel the tension between, the East and the West. All right. So, you may go back to the New Testament. I don't really like saying New Testament, but the continuation of the Testament, that's in Luke chapter 21, verse 33. Yeah, you just got to find a way to accept, this job description, man. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, to stand, stiffly for this word. You just gotta make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, so this is Luke chapter 21. I'll start from verse 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with soft-eating and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. For as a snare it shall come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. Watch ye therefore and pray, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So that's exactly, what the men of the Lord have to look forward to, man. You gotta understand that you're still in captivity, and you can't run away from your problems, man. You just gotta face it. You have no other option but to stick with YAHAWASHI. And I read to you verse 14 one more time. It says, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit. Yep. Nor that his bread should fail. So you just remember, man, YAHAWASHI's deliverance is on its way, man. You're still in captivity. I read verse 17 one more time. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunk on the dredges of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. Yeah, so the Most High got to put, the elect through that, through that boot camp, man. You get to understand what it means to be on the low rung of society. And then when the Most High exalts you, you're going to appreciate it, man. Yep, that's the way it works, man. You got to have a balanced view of things, man. You just don't act without reasoning. You just have to understand that, the Most High put you in this position to realize what it means to be subject, to all kind of unrighteousness. And then you appreciate righteousness the more once you awaken to this truth. Just like John 8:32, the truth shall make you free. Yeah, because that's the only way you're gonna get towards freedom, because folks always screaming about freedom, this, freedom, that, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, all that stuff, freedom of assembly. But what's used, is there to be screaming about freedom when you don't know your nationality, you have no clue of what to eat, how to conduct yourselves, what's high and holy days to observe. What's the use, uttering the word freedom, when you're an Israelite, and then you have difficulty just to observe the high and holy days. So it's basically meaningless, man. You just gotta make sure you get back on track. You know, just put the word freedom in the right context, man. Because there's no way, man. Job 905 on the plantation. It's not a step towards freedom, man. Yeah, it's not a step towards freedom, because once the society collapses, what kind of freedom are you gonna be talking about? No jobs, no food, readily available. Access is gonna be highly restricted. Then you're faced with martial law, you're faced with the RFID chip, you're faced with violence in the streets, diseases everywhere. You know, what kind of freedom you're gonna be talking about, man. When your life has been destabilized. That's why it's important you gotta understand the reason why. It's good to get back on these precepts, man. For the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, that the words of the Holy Scriptures resonates with your spirit. You have no other recourse, man. You just gotta get in line, man. Watch videos from the elders and apostles of great millstones, and the brothers are always striving for mastery of the precepts. You just gotta make sure you lay aside all that, all the madness of this world, man. You do not have the luxury of procrastination, man. In the kingdom, you could say, well, tomorrow, hey, this could be done, Lord wills. But here in Babylon, you have no clue, man. You have no clue, because salvation is not here yet, but it's on its way. So you shouldn't get comfortable, making moves as per what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, how much you're gonna spend, where you're gonna go. That's all up to the Most High. So you just gotta make sure you understand what it means to be free, man. You don't want to be subjected to the cares of this world, because it's a useless burden. Yes, totally useless. To be burdened by uh by unnecessary things of this world, man. So it's always madness from one corner of the earth to the other. See brother send a message. The son acting like the father, the mother acting like the daughter. It's totally backwards under this Edomite so-called white man's rulership, man. Because, it's by design, but hey, the Messiah put his Edomites in power, to make this hell difficult. So, yeah, being in captivity is not something you want to, take lightly. Yeah, something you have to always remember. And let me read this one more time. This is verse 17. Awake, awake. That's for the man of the Lord. Once this word gets in your spirit, it's going to stir up your mind. Stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of Yahawah the cup of his fury. That's the cup of, subjugation. You know, the cup of destruction, the cup of oppression. You know, yep, the cup of being subjected to all manner of unrighteousness. Yep, the cup full of curses. All right, you read that in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. That has drunk on the dredges of the cup thereof, a wrong amount. So now it's time, to get purged of all this madness. That's why YAHAWASHI is gonna make a way out, man. That's why he has YAHAWASHI, on standby till it gives the green light. And it's very important, man. You stay humble, stay focused, man. It's not a time to be getting distracted by this bunch of, bug outs on a JOB, man. It's totally irrelevant. Yeah, to get into a shouting match with all these cycles, man. It doesn't matter what their professions are, being your family, but regardless of that, man, you just gotta make sure you stay focused, man. That's what it boils down to. You just gotta know exactly what you hear from Babylon. And privileges come and go, but the word of YAHAWASHI gotta be your foundation, man. So with that being said, all praises to YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Blue Stone, and the brothers teaching the word of YAHAWASHI in sincerity and truth, the hopeful elect. Keep the faith, stay studious, be aware of what's happening around you, and exalt one another. Yeah, just make sure you stay in the spirit, man. It's not a time to be carnally minded. So just stay in the spirit, and the Most High, we definitely reward you. All right, Shalom.